Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I hope you're all well, staying safe. I am going to be working on the Liliana. I'm on round 82. I spent my whole class time at the Crochet Guild meeting uh, working on putting this yarn in a ball because it was all tangled up. And this is my third or fourth pound of yarn for this afghan. And let me tell you, this afghan feels heavier than that. Feels like it's about 8 pounds. So I gotta find where I'm at. Hello? Somebody's here. I don't know who yet. Okay, so here we go. Hi, Juanita. How are you? I'm wondering what kind of job you have that you get to talk to us. Hi, Carol. How are you? I was in Angela's live too earlier today and decided to come online because I was going to go to meet a friend and teach her how to crochet. And then she had an emergency. Computer 1. And that's, so what's your job title, Juanita? Seven and then a V-stitch. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. Computer 1. Oh, so I've got the afternoon free today. So I'm online for that. Thank you, Tina. It's my bucket hat. I don't know when if I'm gonna make any more of these. Might as well since I have the pattern. Carol says, hi, Tina. So most of my time at the Crochet Guild meeting was spent rolling up this ball of yarn. My yarn was all tangled up. And Camper says, hi, Carol and Juanita. How are you all doing? 2, 3. Oh no, I hate when that happens. What? When emergencies come up? like my friend had. Yeah, she told me all about it. So we rescheduled it for Thursday. Yeah, hers was not a pleasant one. Mm. So I got to show them everything I've made, including this bucket hat at the Crochet Guild. Somebody showed us their finished Liliana, and it's beautiful. Everyone's is beautiful, and it's neat to see the colors everyone uses for theirs. Because a lot of people made this in the Crochet Guild that I belong to. I come on a live and my husband decides to start texting me questions. Oh, yeah, that's kind of sucky, but hey, at least it's not your live, right, camper? Think he's done. All right. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Double chain one, double for the V stitch. Then asks what I'm doing. I'm trying to pay attention to somebody who's live. Yeah, I know that feeling. My husband's done it to me many times. So, what are you all doing today? I know Juanita's working from home. Lucky her. The sun's playing hide and seek behind the clouds. It all of a sudden got dark in here. Let's see. I try and sneak on video with my earbud while we're watching movies. Really? I don't hardly watch TV. If I do, it's movies, um, so there's no commercials. I can't stand the commercials nowadays, especially the ones. If you think you have these symptoms, talk to your doctor about this medication. If it doesn't kill you, it might help. I can't stand those commercials about prescription drugs. They want us all to be dependent on drugs to live. I hate it. I'm on thyroid medication, and that's it. I turn my phone upside down and he don't know it's on. I get behind so fast. I enjoy them more than his choice of films. And you hate commercials too. Yeah, so if it's on regular TV, the only thing I watch on regular TV is the news, like if we have a bad storm coming our way. That's pretty much the only thing I watch on regular TV. Most of what I watch is on the computer. I have a streaming service for PureFlix. So it's not even, Netflix is going, their prices are going too high. And we don't hardly watch TV, so what's the use of having it? I try to only watch channels that don't have commercials. Well, that's good too. Camper says, I got so upset with insurance authorizations and kept putting me in withdrawal on medications. I went on strike and quit every one of them. I did that too a few times. I quit some medications, and then I said, God, the side effects are killing me worse than the actual thing it's for. So you're going to have to heal me. You have Amazon Prime and other added ones. What are the other added ones? I have Amazon Prime and I have PureFlix, which is like a Netflix, except it's more cleaner videos, cleaner movies. But they have all kinds. They have children's commercials. They have old things like Shirley Temple videos, and they have like Father Knows Best. Um, they have Westerns, they have uh, science, educational, um, and drama and musicals, and they have all the categories that Netflix has. And Carol says, I take 14 different meds. There is no way I can stop taking them without major problems. Yeah, that you would have to talk to your doctor about if there's any you can quit. But if you're taking one medication to reduce the symptoms of that another medication causes, you might want to think twice about the medications that you're on. The side effects aren't worth the. Yes, I told my doctor same thing. He said they all have side effects and there's medication to help with them. I said, and more side effects and more meds. No, thank you. Exactly. That's kind of the way I feel. The fewer medications I can get by without taking, the better. I take one little thyroid pill in the morning. Tina says, oh, Carol, it was awful when I did it. Withdrawal was awful. I bet it was. Carol says, I take 5 meds for bipolar disorder and 3 for pain management. Wow. I'm so sorry, Carol. Camper says they destroyed my thyroid and I still tried to quit it too. That didn't work too well. My numbers went in the in the 50s. For what? Camper? What numbers went in the 50s? Mine, my current thyroid number is TSH is 3.7 with medication. Before that, my TSH was like over 5. So I don't understand what you mean by over 50. TSH went that high, Camper? I didn't know it could go that high. Yes, they told me mine were that high. Wow. So, what kind of medication are you taking for thyroid that can bring your numbers low? Michelle, when do I stop increasing on the top? I have no idea. I am only on round 12. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . You'll have to ask Jen or Ivy. Levothyroxine. All right, I'm taking like an NP thyroid. Carol says I take a medication called Armor Thyroid. Yes, so do I. Armor Thyroid, but I take the generic brand of it. Hi, Roberta. How are you? We're talking about medications we're on. Camper and I want to be on as few medications as possible. And we'll yell at our doctors for it too. My husband has fired so many doctors in the past. It's not funny. Oh, Roberta says she doesn't take any medications. Good for you. One, two, three, four, five, six. I was gonna go help a friend today, teach her how to crochet, and she had an emergency come up, so we rescheduled it for Thursday. So that's why I'm here. I'm sure a doctor would put me on some, but I'm not taking any. All right. Good for you. Roberta says hi to Carol and Tina. Tina says my doctor won't give me that. He said he don't know how to regulate natural med thyroid. Tried and endocrinologist not spelled right. He was horrible. I tried an endocrinologist too. I ended up finding a whole brand new primary care doctor, and I go through her. I told her what I want, what I'm willing to take. Because for a while I wasn't taking anything for my thyroid. And then she started me on the lowest dose and brought me up to the next dose, and that got my TSH to normal levels. And my free T3s and free T4s were steady. Yeah, we don't tolerate doctors well. They want to put us on, make us dependent on medication. We don't need their medication. Kimber says, hi, Roberta. Roberta says they make me itch. Yeah. I tried doing another live video with my document camera pointing at me so that I could do my videos right on my document camera, and then because it's plugged into my computer, so then it would automatically be or it would automatically be uploaded into my computer, so takes less time to get it on public, set to public. But I don't think it went through. Carol says, hi, sweet Roberta. Roberta says, sorry, this morning I just couldn't stay awake. That's okay. I understand. Some days are like that. Tina says, I had Graves' disease and it was too high. Now it don't work at all. Said my heart would give out if I didn't do the radioactive iodine therapy. My resting pulse was 130 all the time. Oh my. Wow. Yeah, yours is worse than mine. Your thyroid. Sorry, you're going through that. Yeah, I have a friend who has Graves' disease also. She found that out when she had breast cancer. Now 75 pounds heavier and feel awful. Well, I'm about 70 pounds heavier and I'm doing Pilates and it's helping me feel better. So, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because believe it or not, when I had shingles, that's when I found out I had thyroid, underactive thyroid. Because I couldn't sleep, or when I felt so weak I couldn't do anything. And I had 2 teenage kids at home at the time, and all I could do was sleep all day. Then for a while I was getting up and doing things in the morning, at least getting dinner in the crock pot, and maybe putting a little laundry in the washing machine. And I couldn't do much else than that. Okay. Y'all heard about the freshman 15? I have the pandemic 100. Wow. Tina says, I have nothing like that anywhere close to me. I'm far from everything. Okay. And Tina asks, Roberta? Weight gain, says Roberta. And Camper deleted her message. I need thumbs, people. There's 7 people in here, or so it says. 8 people and 3 thumbs. So if you have not given me a thumbs up, please do so. Everyone is calling it COVID weight gain. Average 30 to 40 pounds. Yeah, I think that's about right for me. Did it on the way in, Michelle. All right, thank you. 3, 4, 5, 6. Camper does the thumbs up during the ads on the way in too. All right. I didn't know if there were ads on the way in. Carol, are you still here? Hi, Anita. Hi, Samantha. I'm good. How are you? Unfortunately, we're not talking about crochet right now, but I would like to change it to crochet. Roberta says, I retired 1 month before the lockdown, then the lockdown. And now there's no way am I walking in that neighborhood with tensions the way they are. Okay. Carol says, I'm having my oral implant surgery tomorrow. Ooh. We'll keep you in our prayers, Carol. Roberta says, hi, Anita. Carol says, hi, Samantha. Roberta says, Carol, good luck. Camper says, YouTube's benefit, they hit every channel for ads. They are forcing political ads at the moment. You can't even skip them. Wow. Anita says, I'm good cleaning today. Hi, Roberta and Carol. Tina says, hi, Samantha. I'm working on my Liliana Afghan today. I'm on round 82. The whole time at the meeting, I spent winding up this ball because it was all tangled up. So I couldn't crochet because it was all tangled up. So I had to untangle it. Roberta says, hi, Samantha. Roberta says, I'm still finishing UFOs, unfinished objects. And good for you, Roberta. Anita asks, are you getting all implants, Carol, or just partial? I don't know what they mean by implants. Fake teeth or what? Just need to see the turkey gnome now. Have it ready for Thanksgiving. You've got a couple months, 3 months. Carol says, I need to start a blanket for a male friend. I need to go through my stash for yarn and find a stitch. We can help with that, Carol. Anita says Connie shared an awesome slouchy hat on her live today that I'd like to make. I'll have to check that out. Just another stitch, Connie? Tina says, I've thought about that, Carol, but what I've seen advertised are very expensive. And Roberta says, I'll be on Marketplace if one of my regulars doesn't snatch it up. All right. Yes, just another stitch. Okay, I will have to check her out. Is it knit or crocheted? I can't do complicated knit patterns. They have to be super easy. I know she does a lot of knit patterns. Most of her patterns are knit. And that's why I ask. I know she does both, but she does mostly knit patterns. And I don't knit very well. 6. Just a minute. Hello? All right. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. It's in New Market Square. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna be available that early. I was going to meet you at 10. Yeah. So it's the 21st and May's. Okay. 10:30 tomorrow. All right. Okay. All right. Yep. Bye. Well, now I'm meeting my friend tomorrow to teach her how to crochet, not Thursday. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, what did I miss? I missed a lot. Wow, Carol. Wait. Connie puts the links to the patterns she shows in the description box. Michelle, implants are when they take a screw and drill it into the bone to later attach a crown to it. Ooh. Wow, Carol, that's a lot of prep. Camper says it scares me, Carol, both pain and cost. Carol says I should have teeth by Christmas. Roberta says I was in her live today, but that was another one I didn't stay in. Was just so tired this morning. Must be nice to get to sleep when you want. But you're retired, so you can do it. Camper says prayers it goes okay, Carol. Roberta says that's cool, Carol. Tina says bet it will be nice when done. Carol says, yes, I'm looking forward to it. Roberta says, Carol, you'll be sassy girl with a new smile. Anita says, Tina, a lot of places will do them on a payment plan. Unfortunately, my jaws are too small to support them. Tina says, I get arthritis everywhere. It's even in my jaws. I hate to have it in my teeth, too. Wow. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption earlier, people. Okay. Never heard of that it there, but I seem to get gifted with abnormal stuff. Oh, okay. Tina. Anita says, have you ever taught anyone before? I don't know what you mean. How to crochet? Yes. Roberta says, joys of retirement. I can stay up to the late hours of 9 p.m. and sleep till I'm done well on most days. And Tina says, late 9 p.m.? My late goes to 4:30 a.m. at times. Wow. Roberta says, see, you're already showing those pearly whites to Carol. You're funny. So what are you ladies up to this week? I plan on finishing some of my objects, although now I've got the Casablanca done until I get my next shipment in from Annie's Kit Club. And I'm done with my hat and my doily. So I've got the Jen Ivy top and my Liliana to work on. Smile and be happy, you deserve it. Roberta says, Tina, I have a farmer attitude. Sleep when the sun goes down, up with the sun. That's kind of my attitude too. And stay in bed a couple hours after the sun rises is nice too, if I don't have to work. So she spends a lot of time in bed in the winter months. Have to fix my mess up. Hands occupied with my phone right now. Roberta says, I would have gotten bored with it by now, the blanket. I'd get distracted waiting for the next installment. Well, what do you think? I've got so many other projects going, Roberta. And Tina says, I try to be up at 7:30 a.m. regardless for Cynthia's morning devotional and prayer every morning. That's awesome. Except your 7:30 Eastern time is 6:30 Central time. And I'm not always ready by 6:30. I'm up usually, but I'm in the shower getting ready, getting dressed. That kind of thing. Yep. So it's Eastern time, so I don't usually make it right at 6:30, which is 7:30 your time. Hi, Darsha. How are you? Happy Monday to you, too. How are you doing, Darsha? I'm done with everything except for the Jen Ivy top and the Liliana. Roberta says this morning was an exception. I usually am up and moving about, but last night I laid down at 6 and just couldn't wake up. Wow. Darsha says I'm doing well. Love that hat. 7:30 is like 4:30 for me. Oh, you're way in Pacific land. Yeah, it's 6:30 for me. I'm in Central Time Zone. Tina says I was up till 4 last night, 4 a.m. of today, I guess. Roberta says, hi, Darsha. Darsha says, I go to bed about then. Yeah, West Coast, Oregon. All right. Carol says, what happened? What do you mean, what happened? We've been here talking. Where have you been? I lost you there for a minute. I'm sorry. Tina says, sometimes I hit the devotional a little late and catch it on the replay to catch the beginning. Carol says, I'm sitting outside with my grandkids while they're in the pool and they're driving me crazy. Aren't you lucky to have grandchildren, Carol? I don't have them yet. But you guys even have a pool. That's wonderful. Roberta says YouTube has been doing that lately. Darsha says grandkids are great at that. I have 5. Wow. Tina says my YouTube has been messing up at times too. Yep. Carol says it's just the small kids pool. We don't have a big pool. That's okay. And Roberta says, Carol, but the craziest day with them is better than a calm day without. And Carol says, so true, so true. And Darsha says 100% better. Well, I don't have grandkids yet. And I'm not sure when I'm going to get any. Maybe next year, maybe the following year. But my kids live in another state. So I don't know when I'll get to see them. 5, 6. Which project are you on today? Roberta says she doesn't have any either. I'm working on the Liliana today. It's either that or the Gen Ivy top. Camper says I don't get to see my granddaughter, but had my grandson all the time. I loved having him around. I loved the age of 4 the most. And Roberta says, but I'm okay with it as long as my kids are okay with it. Yep. Darsha says, I am lucky that all 5 of my children still live within 10 miles. Okay, that's cool. And Camper says, my granddaughter is further away and you have to make an appointment to see her. Oh, wow. Darsha says that top is coming out amazing. Thank you. This blanket is pretty amazing too. It's one of those that I would not have started without people to help me. My grandsons are 8 and 5, Carol said, and they live with me. Roberta said, be right back. I will show you this in a minute, Darsha. Let me get this put in. This is the Liliana, and it's not done yet. But look at all the stitches, how beautiful it is. Mine started high school. Mine is starting high school. My granddaughter is almost 4. Darsha says, my 75-year-old mother lives with and cares for all 5 grandchildren who are 6 to 13. The parents both live with them but work full time. Wow. Darsha, where's the pattern for Liliana from? The makers of it is can't think of who it's from. I can't remember. Vanessa Smith is the one who made the pattern. Wow, Darsha, what a woman. Camper says, you have more determination than me. It would drive me crazy getting instructions a little at a time, Michelle. There, I've got parts 8 and 9 here. I'm on part 8. Part 9 goes up to round 103. So there's more parts after this. Probably 11 parts because there's 118 rounds. Yes, it is a very big pattern. Very complicated too, detailed. I didn't realize I was this close to a corner. I'm too impatient and like to get my projects done. Yep. Well, I'm After I'm done with this, I'm going to be doing small projects. After I finish this and the Liliana and the other tops I've got going, it's going to be maybe 1 or 2 day projects, like this bucket hat or the doilies, dishcloths. Might even try to knit one. Maybe baby booties. I'm about to start on the second cake for the top. Wow, you're getting there, Carol. Good for you. Camper says it's beautiful. You going to make it again afterwards? Are you talking to Liliana? No. Hi, Susan. How are you? I need thumbs, please. I've only got 5. And there's 12 people in here, supposedly. Did you have fun at your friend's? I didn't go. She had an emergency this morning. That's why I decided to go live today. Then we rescheduled it for Thursday, and she called me and rescheduled it for tomorrow. Yeah, once is enough, Darsha, for something like this. I don't want to work on something this extensive for a long time. Yeah, the blanket. Yeah, I'm not planning on making another one of these for a very long time. Four, 5. So once is enough. Yeah, for this blanket, yes. Oh, is all okay? Well, she had to call the bank. She got scammed or something, is what she said. So she had that going on, and she didn't want to. She had other issues going on. She gets nervous about everything. So okay, so Camper says, hi, Susan. Not Magic is back. Tina says, I have my crochet group at the church tonight. Well, that's cool. My crochet guild meets again tonight at 6. That way, people who can't drive at night can go during the day, and people who work during the day can go at night. That's kind of their thought pattern on that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm kind of like, well, I'm just going to take that day off from work, and I'm going to go to both of them. Except I'm not working yet because it's only the beginning of the school year. I mean, like the first week of school. So I'm not working this week. Mine is 6 to 8 every Monday. So Susan says hi to Tina. Tina's got her group every Monday night. Cool. Darsha says someone earlier said they were scared to walk through their neighborhood. That is so sad. I love walking at all hours in my little town. That's wonderful, Darsha. It's Roberta. Year-round schools went back already here. Okay. Camper says some cities are very dangerous anymore. Yes. And Roberta says that was me, Darsha. So Roberta is afraid to walk around town at night. Darsha, wait. Roberta says it's not really scared. Just right now, tensions are high. Darsha says, Roberta, nice to know you. That is why I don't live in a city. Susan says, hi, Roberta. Tina says, I live in a little town where one street takes you from one end to the other. Cool. Darsha says, my husband moved here from Chicago. Talk about culture shock. Yep. Roberta says, I would live on a compound in the mountains if I could. I just stay away from people. Well, and Roberta says, hi, Susan. And Camper says, I'd be happy in the middle of a forest as long as I had plenty of yarn. Darsha says, our valley has about 6 small towns in the valley surrounded by mountains. 12,000 people total, including the university. Wow. Roberta says, if I stay away from people, I know I won't open my big mouth and make anyone mad. Well, we all run into that. I tend to open mouth and insert foot too sometimes. Roberta says, sounds peaceful, Darsha. And Camper says, I tried that too, Roberta. Sorry, guys. I hit the computer. Am I getting hot? Tarsha says, it seems like it is very easy to make people mad lately. Yes, I agree. People think everything's about them that you say. If you say, hi, how are you doing? Well, why? I'm okay. Why do you ask? That type of thing. Roberta says, oh Lord, yes, people get feelings hurt too easy. I hate feelings. Darsha says, or what do you want? Uh-huh. Yeah, if you're nice to someone, they say, what do you want? I'll skip that one. People seem to have a big chip on their shoulders lately. I don't know if it's because they were raised that way or what. I think a lot of it has to do with COVID. You know, we had the shutdowns and then people never really got used to living out among people again. Darsha, tell them it's just a slight pinch of what's ahead in eternity and how nice it will be. Roberta says, gosh, don't look at them or make eye contact. Darsha says, I smile a lot and it seems to be very irritating to many. Keep smiling and keep them guessing. Right, Darsha? Carol says, I've got to go. All right, Carol, you take care. Enjoy those grandkids because you've got them. And I don't. Yeah. So enjoy your grandkids, okay? Bye, Carol. Yeah, stay cool. Roberta says, we had an incident on one of the corners I go by all the time where a bike cut someone off and the guy got out and shot him. Oh no. That's terrible. Well, a couple of weeks ago, I had to park on the other side of the road from where the yarn store was, and I had to cross the street, and I was in the crosswalk, and I waited until the sign said you can walk now. And a guy was turning left onto where I was crossing, and he yelled at me for crossing. And I yelled right back, I've got the right of way. I've got that sign that says I can walk. And I'm on a crosswalk. It's horrible. Oh, murders and homicides are a thing almost every night of the week here. It's horrible. We live on the outskirts, so we don't have it where we live, but there were all these flashing lights, and I just went the other way to avoid the accident and heard about it later. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry, Roberta. Yep. People can be so rude. They think life revolves around them and we're just in their way all the time. Tina a motorcycle and he was military. Oh, wow. Susan says, that's right, Michelle. You tell them. So, yeah, I told my husband about it. Shatika, hi. Happy Monday. Camper says we need more of it. Prayers, yes. Darsha says, I can't even imagine. I feel very naive being born and raised here. I didn't even realize discrimination was so prevalent. Yes, very, very prevalent. Roberta says, no, Tina, it used to be a quiet town. Darsha says, hey, Shatika. Roberta says, hi, Shatika. How are you, Shatika? We're talking about the world. Camper says, hi, Shatika. Roberta says, Darsha, when I moved to the South, it was culture shock. I was not raised that way. Camper says, I'm sorry, Roberta. I guess you're getting flooded with some terrible people around you. Sounds like it. Roberta says, for me, you are what you are. No judgments. I just stay quiet, this too shall pass, says Roberta. Susan says, as you know, I have 3 dogs and my neighbor has 3 children and 1 dog. I had let my dogs outside in the back fence to go to the business. Darsha says, I was thinking about moving, but I'm having a hard time finding a state that hasn't gone mad. Good luck finding one. Let us know when you find it, okay, Darsha? We may all build a compound there. Tina says, we are instructed not to judge anyone. That's not our job. That's right. And Roberta says, exactly. That's right. We are told by God that it's not our job to judge. Of course, it does say we are not to be unequally yoked, but that's our spouse with an unbeliever. So our spouse should believe, if we're believers, our spouse should be a believer too. So to me, that was what I was more interested in finding, is a man who was of the same faith as I was. That was my main purpose for a relationship. I didn't want to be in a relationship with someone who was not a believer in what I believed in. I got questioned about that. Okay. After I have given all three of his children needed items, crocheted items, candy, popsicles, etc., I let the dogs out one day. They barked and he turned around and yelled at me so much it made me cry. Wow. What state you in now, Darsha? Says Camper. Tina. Roberta says we'll start a crafters compound. Be self-sufficient. We'll have plenty of blankets. Susan says he was so mean and said such horrible things when his dog does the same thing. So I don't talk to him anymore, and he doesn't dare do that to my husband. Back to me, he doesn't have a problem. All right. That's terrible, Susan. Roberta says, what an insert bad word. Yeah. Darsha says, I am in northeastern Oregon, Tina. Darsha says, hard to have bad neighbors. Camper says, oh, so much happening in that. I'd love to move from here there to California would not be a choice, Darsha. Darsha says, I'm more interested in what kind of person they are, regardless of faith. I wanted someone who would not argue with me about how to raise the children, what faith to raise the children in. That was my whole purpose. Roberta says, and know some of us garden and some no canning. Camper says, there's always one in every neighborhood that's difficult. Roberta says, I agree, Tina. I don't care what higher being you believe in or what you do with who, as long as you are a good person. Darsha says, I see too many who give lip service to religious principles. I prayed for my husband, says Tina. My choices were terrible. We've been married 35 years. Darsha says, I am religious, not arguing against that, just saying practice what you preach. Yep. My first husband, I'd be woke up, him choking and saying he's going to kill me. Oh, wow. Tina, I'm so sorry. Roberta says, I agree, Darsha. Oh, wow, Tina. So sorry. Hi, Bren Michelle. How are you? Roberta says, hi, Bren. Darsha says, abuse leaves so many lasting scars. So sorry you had to go through that. Red Michelle says hi to I don't know who. It's not magic or it's not, yeah. K and I. Not sure. Darsha says happy Monday, Bren. Hi, Knit Magic says Bren. Hi, Darsha. Camper says that's my past. I live for tomorrow. I can't change anything. Tomorrow is another day. Yes. Roberto says, Tina, been there. The last time he did something like that, I told him to make it good because it would be his last. Camper says, hi, Bren Michelle. Roberta says, good attitude, Tina. Mm-hmm. Darsha says, seriously, great outlook. Kinda the Scarlett O'Hara motto. Tina says, I left him and never looked back. Good. Darsha said, but in a good use. I'm sorry, Gina. I've had the same problem. Tina, my first husband on our honeymoon pulled out a rifle, pointed it at my head, and told me to do certain things or else. Oh no! Roberta said, good, Tina. Bren says, what did I walk into? I was married 19 years to a controlling narcissist and wouldn't let, wait, made my life horrible, been divorced 10 years and happy single. Sorry, Bren, this is just how our conversation ended up going. When I got pregnant, I almost lost the baby because he kicked me in the stomach. Oh, wow, with a pair of contact combat boots on and wouldn't let me go to the hospital. I finally left him because I wanted the baby. Wow, horrible. Roberta says, Bren, it wasn't meant to go in that direction, just evolved. Sorry, Bren. Darsha says, makes me really wonder about men when such a large number are violent. Camper says, no wonder we all need yarn therapy to help us. It brought me out of depression. Good. Darsha, but women do it too. Roberta says, laugh out loud, Tina. Yeah. Peppermint says, after that, I wanted no man until one day when I was frustrated at the type of men that wanted to date me and only wanted one thing. I told God, if you ever want me to be married, you will have to find him. Roberta says, yes, Darsha, they do. About women doing it too. And put him in front of me. I was lucky that God listened and did just that. And I am married to a wonderful man who would not lay a finger on me ever, stand by me, helps me, and loves me unconditionally. Praise God for that, Susan. Roberta says, Susan, the good ones come along when you stop looking. Yep. Darsha says, God put him there, but you picked up what God has put down. Camper says, me too, Susan. I asked him to pick my next one and even questioned the choice at the time. I'm glad I listened. Darsha, women and girls are the worst to each other. Darsha says, on another subject, I think it is not fair to have huge yarn tent sales in Canada because I am too far away. Yeah, Roberta says that's where Mean Girls came from. Hmm. I was a supervisor to a group of all women. Oh my. That's terrible, Camper. Laugh out loud, true, true. Camper says too much drama. I can only imagine. It's bad enough in yeah, middle school, high school. The girls are terrible. Darsha said the drama when I had 3 teenage daughters. Wow. I had one teenage daughter, and that was kind of a lot. And she was kind of mean to me and her dad. Got to the point when my husband told her, you want to move out so bad, I'll help you pack your bags. And then you're never welcome back in our house. Okay. My Michael's is having a sale, and it's been hard not to use my son-in-law's discount. I only had one, and that was enough. Darsha said, why not use his discount? I can, just no money. Ah, yep, my boys were much nicer to me. And Camper says, yes, Darsha, I ordered from there once upon a time ago. Shipping was horrible then, be even worse now. Yep. I grew up in a family of 6 girls. Wow. Just found Aberdeen Wool Company in Canada with great prices and flat rate, $5 shipping. Awesome, Darsha. I'm not buying any yet. I don't know how my mother didn't go insane. She raised us by herself. Wow. Yep. Don't know how my mother didn't go insane. She raised us by herself. Darsha said I grew up an only child and didn't know what to do with 5 kids, but I got by. Youngest is 21. Camper says, Darsha, they have a company in North Carolina, but even their sales aren't what I call sales for the same tent company. Roberta says, be right back again. Ladies, I think I'm going to have to go because my husband's going to be home in an hour and I've got to do some house cleaning. All right. Gosh, that is going to be beautiful. What, Darsha? What's going to be beautiful? See y'all later this week. Yeah, supposedly I'm meeting my friend tomorrow. So I'll be doing the devotional in the morning and then I probably won't be on until later in the day. Oh yes. I'm looking forward to getting it done, but it's gonna take forever. Camper says my husband gets home in 20 minutes and I'm not even dressed yet. I better go till another time, ladies. All right, you all take care. Have a great day. And I'll see you when I see you. I may come online again later today, but I doubt it. I have another Crochet Guild meeting tonight. And so it depends how tired I am when it's over, when I get back home. I'll talk to you all tomorrow, or yeah, probably tomorrow. This has been my lazy day. All right. Bye, everyone. Michelle, you have fun teaching tomorrow. Okie dokie. I hope she can learn. Not everybody can. I'll talk to you all later. Bye, Tina.